I'm Frank.
And I'm Nichole.
And we're the Nerdyweds. Hey guys.
Hi. Welcome back to our channel. Today we are doing
Rings of Power.
Season 1, Episode 4. We are slightly behind. It's been a little while since we watched the last episode. We've said it before, it's just scheduling conflicts, so. What do we remember from the last episode?
We remember that I think that old guy's Gandalf.
Yes. I'm 95% on board with that. Part of me still is holding on for, like, Morgoth reincarnate, but it makes a lot more sense for it to be Gandalf or one of the other wizards, like you said, like Radagast or... And I know that I said it in the last one. I will scream if it's Saruman, because I hate him. Oh! I keep forgetting to put him in the back for the videos. There you go, Smeagol. You can sit with Ursula and Madam Mim back there. So you think that it's Gandalf. You know, all the hobbits, the Harfoots. I call them hobbits because they're still technically hobbits. Anyways, they're migrating now. And Nori's family was put at the end of the line because of her hiding the man. And him, like, basically, like, just destroying their camp. Kind of, more so because she brought attention to their group to outsiders. So instead of completely leaving them behind, they put them at the end. But Nori's father has a broken ankle, so if they get separated, it's no real big loss to the rest of the group.
Yeah. But
in the end, they were having trouble keeping up with everyone, and the guy that's with them kind of like picked up and is carrying their cart for them, so they don't get left behind. So that's where we ended with them. Galadriel is in Numenor, which every time they showed a new shot of it, I'm like, oh, this has to be Gondor, and it's not, and I don't think Gondor even exists yet. I don't think so, because I think that's where, you know, like, the first king resided, which is Isildur, and he's not king yet. Yeah. I could be totally wrong about that, but I'm kind of thinking that. Anyways, so she's in Numenor. They were, like, for the elves when the first war happened years ago, and now they're not as friendly towards elves.
Yeah. Like, we're done with you guys.
Yeah, the queen kind of, like, locked her father up in a tower who was for the elves, and yeah, she's not for them at all. So she's kind of like a prisoner in Numenor, but I think, if I'm remembering correctly, because like I said, it's been a few weeks since we watched the last episode, I think Isildur's father's helping her leave. I don't remember for sure, so don't quote me on that. We'll figure it out in this episode, hopefully. We didn't see anything of Elrond or the dwarves in the last episode, so hopefully we get more of that in this episode, because I do really like the dwarf storyline, because I love Dissa. I think she's hilarious. And then the other elf, well, I think his name is Arandir, something like that. He's being held captive by those orcs that don't go out in the sun. And this chupacabra looking thing, you know, was like attacking him, which I thought was freaking adorable. So he was trying to get out of that imprisonment camp, but everything around him's like completely burned. So they got him again. They started to introduce a person to him, and it was kind of blurry. That's all that I can remember going on there.
Mm.
We got to see what's going on with Bronwyn and Theo, because they were supposed to go to that watchtower, and all the elves that were at the watchtower were imprisoned in that camp. So, hi. So we shall see what happened with them, hopefully, in this episode. And it's a good thing I have a better memory than you.
Yeah, my memory's terrible.
Because I don't think you remembered half of that stuff.
No, I didn't. It would have all came back to me as soon as we started watching the episode, but
yeah,
just an off-the-cuff thing now.
Yeah, so before we get into the video, Griffin's going to walk around. Okay, so real quick before we get into the video, don't forget to give us thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring the notification bell so that when we have new videos out, you're notified.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
don't forget to leave a comment below.
Mm-hmm.
Let us know how much you love Griffin.
Yes, this is Griffin, in case we haven't introduced him. He's a super mush boy. We have two others, which will probably never show up on camera.
Nope.
Because the one...
They don't jump up as much.
Well, Cuddles will just yell at us from below. And Hades rarely makes an appearance, because this is like his nap time. So, anyway, leave comments below how you're liking the show so far. Any other comments in general. Please don't spoil, because I know that the season is over at this point. That's how far behind we are. So please do not spoil for us. We want our reactions to be as authentic as possible, and any kind of spoilers will just kind of ruin our reaction.
Mm-hmm.
If you are interested in full reactions, we do have a Patreon page. The links will be in the description below. That's it. So let's do it.
I don't remember properly, but I thought something bad happens to Numenor. I thought it was like mentioned in one of the movies or something.
I don't know. Ooh.
Oh, well, something.
It's a tsunami. Oh my god. Well.
Alright, well there it is.
That's what happens when you have your kingdom on an island. Oh, it's a dream.
Day, Queen Regent. I say, the Queen's either blind or an elf lover. Just like her father. Elf lover!
Make Numenor great again!
Oh, God.
My friends, trust in me.
What are you,
By the
cop?
calluses on my hands, I swear.
Trust me is usually what somebody says who you shouldn't trust.
Oh, absolutely.
Trust me, bro. Yeah, no.
Steal ancient scrolls, whilst yourself and a companion.
Oh, yeah,
sought to
that's what
assist
she
you.
went off to do.
He is
I forgot about
understandably
that.
quick to temper. It swept me to this island for a reason, and it will not be quelled by you, Regent.
Mm-hmm.
Well.
Don't tell me. Tavern brawl.
Sedition.
He's like Moana, the sea, it calls him.
Maybe God is speaking to him.
Oh, so now he's Joan of Arcadia?
Yeah.
Joan of Arc. Joan of Arcadia was a TV show.
Yes, it was.
That was deliberate. You're off the sea guard.
Wow.
All three of you.
What?
He's like, whoa, that had nothing to do with me.
The real numenor. The garbage your brother used to spew again. I'm sorry.
So, the land to the west that was whispering to him, he thinks is the real Numenor.
Leave it to you to get kicked out of something you never earned in the first place.
Ooh, snap.
No. I did everything I was supposed to do to earn it. And what did you do? What have you ever done but bruise and blubber about your dead mother? Stop it! Stop it!
I mean, I get his anger.
Yeah, right?
But crossed a little bit of a line bringing up his mother.
Mm.
See, I said, mush boy. Not him.
Yeah, him.
This mush.
Why do the orcs call you father?
You know what? I had a thought about that with the word Adar being father, because I think in Lord of the Rings, probably Two Towers, I think Arwen calls Elrond that.
Where's the rest?
Potatoes.
That is the rest.
I'm sick and tired of watching everything go to tatters and not doing anything
We
about it.
are doing everything we can.
Well, I'm not.
Theo! Theo! You can either help me or you can make it harder.
He wants to make it harder. Something's gonna go wrong.
Of course it is.
I'm not going in there. There might be more food. Come on, this place is deserted.
Just take what you got and go.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be greedy. He's also got that piece of the sword, so I think that's doing things to his mind too. Plus, you see all these half-eaten animals. I would not want to be there any longer than I had to be. Why are you wasting time picking it up off the floor? There's still some in the bag. Uh-oh.
Mm. Time to go.
He's like, bye. I don't blame him. I'd leave that kid too.
Time to get out of Dodge.
Uh-oh. Something there, and it's fast as fuck.
It's like an 80s horror movie. Oh, hey.
Where'd you get that?
Why? Ah! How did you know to do that?
The sword probably told him.
That's true. He's in the well. Get Lassie.
He's not Timmy, so he's alright. What?
It took him forever to realize he heard something too. He's like, huh?
He's under the water.
Absolutely. Or his head's behind a bucket. Maybe you should have listened to your mother.
Are you suggesting Durin's got himself a wee girlfriend?
There is none other than you, milady.
I know. Who'd have him?
God's cousin. Not bad.
I just hope he believed me. He's not easily taken in, that elf.
One more reason to count my blessings I married you, not Margaret Rustburn.
And what are the other reasons?
I'll tell you later.
Ooh.
Pipes down.
Oh, he's totally watching though.
Mm-hmm.
The old mine below the Mirror.
You lost elf?
Mm-hmm.
No. I know exactly where I'm going.
I knew it!
Durin?
Kept a spy on me, elf! Do you really expect me to believe you do not know? But this was not the true reason he sent you here to begin with. You want it for yourself.
Anything you tell me here will end in my ears alone.
And then he tells someone, and that's why elves and dwarves hate each other.
lighter than silk, harder than iron as weaponry, it would best our proudest blades.
Mithril.
That's what I said.
Mm-hmm.
What do
Is this the beginnings of Moria?
In our tongue,
Maybe.
grey glitter. In yours, something like me proud.
No, it would be.
I feel so smart. Oh no!
It's the Balrog.
He just said that his father said it's perilous to mine.
Yeah.
So.
He probably knows there's a Balrog down there.
Oh my god.
Now, all of a sudden she throws you in a cell. Why?
I asked her to fight for your people.
But that wasn't what provoked her anger.
To see her father.
Mm-hmm.
I demanded to speak with her father. The king in the tower, who no one has seen in years.
Dead, you think?
See what happens when you stop galloping.
That doesn't make sense, because then she would be queen instead of just Queen Regent.
He's trying to convince.
Oh.
Palantir.
You know what
7
that is.
silk stones.
Mm-hmm.
I must warn you,
I have touched Palantiri before.
but you have not touched this one.
You don't know what I'd be touching.
Oh, this is what she was dreaming about?
Yeah.
The vision begins with your arrival.
Hmm.
You believe I will bring about Numenor's downfall?
Only Numenor can bring about her downfall.
So that's why she doesn't like the elves?
Day of virtue. They can take it
Guess.
away. Should be turned out.
Hey, Instacart.
Why are you grabbing more stuff?
Because he wants to run slower.
You know what? Take him. If he's dumb enough to keep picking up stuff that's gonna slow him down. This kid just infuriates me.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Good.
Going somewhere, young blood, are we?
Who dat? Ah. I actually forgot that they let him out.
Oh, some
He just caught a friggin' arrow. Holy
Yep.
shit. I swear if she gets killed because of her son's stupidity.
sun's coming up.
Yeah. That's why he wants to get to the clearing.
What's up, bro? Come and get it.
Did they lose those dwarves?
Mm-hmm.
What was that?
It was a plea to the rocks to release the bodies of the miners with breath still inside them.
I just pulled out the last one. Alive. All of them alive.
That's good.
How is it that you and my husband met?
I told you, I saved him from a hill troll. Two of them.
Yes. I was asking Elrond.
Then I fear I have no choice but to amend your husband's account. There were 3 trolls, and it was I who saved him.
You wouldn't.
Then I wailing, screaming and such.
It was a battle cry.
The screams were so high-pitched, I thought it was a child, so I took up my bow.
It was a sword.
It was a bow.
It was a sword.
Oh, I love that.
You won't take it. Just like you took that hilt
Mm-mm.
from me, boy. You know of what I speak.
He's done it too.
Yeah. Oh,
Do you know what it
scared me.
There's no sword.
I mean, do you want to say make sure she actually leaves?
What is this guy pondering? Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. So was it her arrival or her departure that started it?
And so, I've decided to personally escort the elf back to Middle-earth.
I'm confused.
To aid our mortal brethren.
Called her back.
Who is willing to commit themselves to our Queen Regent's protection?
Everyone's like,
And make yourself known. I will serve.
I will serve.
I will serve.
let's do this thing. All right.
Okie dokie. So that's the end of episode 4 of Rings of Power. We got a couple of questions answered. The thing that the dwarves were hiding from Elrond is Mithril, which I mentioned when they first showed the light in the box. So, feeling a little smart on that.
So smart.
Yeah.
Until we find out that the dude is Gandalf, which is a much bigger thing, and I am going to feel even smarter.
Put your finger in front of my face one more time, I'll bite you. Anyway, so we had that. I wanted to know what happened with Bronwyn and the rest of the town, and they're safe-ish right now. But, you know, her child, of course, he irks my soul. He really does, because
he's troublesome.
Like, he feels like all of his ideas are
the best ideas.
The best ideas.
Well, he's like, what, like 12 or 13?
And yeah, I get it, but still, it's like, everyone's lives are in danger. Maybe you shouldn't be rash and run off and do stuff. I mean, you know that there are orcs out there that are trying to cause havoc. And
in fairness, though, if he would have stuck to it and just got in and got out, it would have been fine.
No, and that's true. But he's also greedy and wanted as much as he could get. And I get it. They're starving. They're running low on food. But you know that there's still stuff there. Come back again later. Like, say, hey, look, I went in. I got all this stuff. Nothing happened. Maybe we take a team and go out next time.
Yeah.
But he doesn't think like that. Like, I have to be right. I have to get everything that I can
Gotta
now.
be the hero.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's just, like, so infuriating.
And now he's got that hilt. He's probably going to be a bad guy.
Not bad guy.
I'm not bad guy. Oh, wait. I am bad guy, but I am not bad guy.
If you get that reference, then
yeah.
I like you. It's one of my favorites. Anyway, so there was him doing that, and then the whole hilt thing, and putting it into his arm, and it brought up the whole sword. And at first I was like, how did he know to do it? And you know, made sense and said, probably whispered it to him, because that's the kind of thing that those things do. It's evil. Of course it's going to want you to know how to use it.
Yeah.
So, just like with the ring, whispering because it wants to be used. It wants to be found. So, yeah, it makes sense. Still didn't see... we didn't see any of the Harfoots this episode, which makes me a little sad because I do really like them. And their storyline has me very curious because we want to know who that man is. So hopefully the next episode we will see them. And if we don't, I'm going to be sad. And the show already makes me sad. It had the last 2 episodes, I cried. So, yeah. Well, I'm also just really sensitive as it is.
Yes,
So, all in all, it was a really good episode. I was a little confused at first with the end with Galadriel coming back out. I thought maybe it was leading up to where she sent her off, but it makes more sense that she called her back because she said that the whole like vision that what is that called? I can never say the name of the orb thing. The Palantir, something like that.
I can't say it either.
Yeah, well, we know what it is because of Lord of the Rings and the whole thing with Pippin and how, you know, not just Pippin, but Saruman had one also, and that's how he was able to see things. But the vision in it and the downfall of Numenor, she said it started with your arrival, but I think it starts with her departure, and that's why she called her back, because things started happening. So, she at least wised up and is getting her people out of there. So, her father opened his eyes, so maybe he's becoming a little more lucid. Maybe. We don't know.
We don't even know why he's there.
Yeah. Hopefully she gets him out of that tower when they go to leave and not just leave him there, because that would be messed up. I don't think she would actually leave him there. So we'll hopefully see more on that in the next episode, which I'm not going to lie. The previous episode, the whole Numenor storyline kind of bored me, but it's getting more interesting. It's getting more interesting. So
it's still the first season. We got to have a lot of establishing.
Oh, that's true. But you know, I wasn't as interested in that storyline as I am with the Harfoots and Elrond and the Dwarves and even, you know, I can't say this man's name. Well, he's not a man, he's an elf. Arendir, I think. I'm even interested in his storyline, even though Theo gets on my nerves. Like, Numenor was like the bottom of things I cared about in this show. So, maybe they'll go west to the real Numenor that Isildur's hearing, and that could potentially become Gondor, because I'm telling you, the architecture of Numenor just reminds me so much of Gondor.
Yeah, some Gondor over there.
So maybe this is the start of Gondor.
Go get your Gondor.
Shut up. So, all in all, really good episode. I did like it a lot. Answered a lot of questions, and I am excited for the next episode and the rest of the season. So we will be doing the next episode real soon. So
that's it.
I think that's going to be it for this video. Do all the YouTube stuff down below, and we will see you in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.